And here we are again, to year 19 of Kingdom Death Monster, the Settlement of Dagobah. Again, this is Lord Epion with Hit Points Gaming, and counting down the years to face the Watcher and finish this game off. So I know it's been a little longer than I wanted to. I kind of was hung up because deciding again on what to fight. I was asking some people online what their opinions were. I was going to glue some new models together, which you'll see, and I apologize ahead of time that my models don't really reflect who I'm bringing out this year. But I have decided on fighting a level 1 Phoenix. Now, let me tell you the reason behind this. I was looking to fight a level 3 Lion first. Okay, I wanted a bunch of extra resources that it was going to provide me. I think I could take it, but was the risk really worth the reward? I don't really think so. I'm not going to be able to get probably another gear set. I'm looking really just to round out maybe an extra shield or two, maybe another weapon, but really it's about leveling up the characters that I have. Get Boba Fett some more experience with the Twilight Sword, maybe get some more weapon proficiency. So I went from doing a level 3, okay, let me go ahead and fight a level 2. Alright, well then I was going to fight a level 2, and then I realized that I would have to go through that overwhelming darkness step. And in the last few years, that's really hurt me. So I was wondering, wow, what if I actually just fought a level 1 and hoped that I actually didn't have to get to that step, because I'm going to start there on the hunt track. Then I figured, well, if I fight a level 1, if I fight a Phoenix, I may be able to get some unique resources, possibly to upgrade my bow, to finally get a better bow to attack with. So I figured, why don't I go in for an easy fight this year, okay, gain some experience from some of my players, which I'll show you why I'm bringing certain ones out, and keep some of my survival. Maybe I might be able to do some nightmare training back at camp this year to again increase Boba Fett's proficiency with this Twilight Sword. Just as long as I have him around, I'm going to use him to his full ability, even though he's still blind. So enough talk about who I'm fighting. This should be hopefully a quick fight. I'm not too sure. I'm a little worried. You know, the Phoenix could make me age out of existence, but I should be able to handle it pretty well. So let's see who I'm bringing out. This year I'm going to start with Dark, who became a female last year, I believe. Again, her model is a little off because she's not going to be wearing the Phoenix set. She is going to be wearing the Rawhide set. Of course, I do have to bring the Belt of Gender Swap because it's cursed, but that's fine. The reason why I'm bringing Dark out is because she has 2 weapon experience with the bow. If she wounds this fight, she'll go to 3, and I'll be able to unlock that extra little ability, which might be helpful against the Watcher or later bosses, so I'll keep her aside until then. Something I do want to point out, after reading some of the forums, it sparked because of the weapon proficiency with the bow. Basically allows you to re-roll your attacks in one round in case you missed. But then I realized this arrow set right here, you know, I need a bow in order to shoot this. This doesn't actually grant you weapon proficiency with a bow, which is kind of odd, but follow me for a second. The bow is actually a different type of weapon. The arrow you need with the bow. Long story short, I don't know if I really have wounded with the bow in my past attempts. So that's one thing I have to watch out for. Even if I wound with the arrow, I need to wound with the physical bow in order to get a point of weapon proficiency. So that's what we're going to do going forward. Next is going to be Darth Maul. Okay, Darth is coming out. He hasn't fought yet. He's going to take place with the Death Mask. So this is really why I want to do a lot of my wounds on the Phoenix to try and get some extra resources if I can by critting. He is a Thrill Seeker, so he gains an extra survival during the showdown phase. Whenever he gains a survival, he gets an extra one. So he's going to have 5 armor going out because he's going out with that shield. He only has 1 insanity due to, I believe I had Shrine last year. I also, just a reminder, I'm getting 5 survival as I depart my camp now, which is helpful, with a 9 max. So next is going to be Jade. She has 8 survival, going out with the Phoenix set all kind of odd. I actually made the Phoenix last year, but she has Vestophobia. Okay, so the reason why I'm actually bringing her out, Vestophobia means I can't have a gear in my chest space. So she's kind of going out as a fake armor set. I'm thinking now maybe I should... No, I want her up close, and I want her with the Phoenix set. Because I'm trying this out. She has 2 proficiency with the sword. So if she hits again with the sword, with my lantern sword, she'll gain the sword mastery, our proficiency. And I'm hoping that if I can keep her alive by dodging, by using Drydacanthus in case she gets hit with the chest, I might be able to get rid of that disorder over the next few years, and I'll be able to use her against my fight, the Watcher, with a sword proficiency. Finally, Boba Fett. We all know about this guy. He's my Twilight Knight. He has 3 proficiency with the Twilight Sword, so I'm hitting on 9, 8, 7. I hit on 6s, but because he's blind, I actually hit on 7s right now with the Twilight Sword. I have 3 weapon proficiency, so it allows me to ignore cumbersome. But if I get to my 4, when attacking with Twilight Sword, I ignore slow and gain +2 speed. So I'll get 3 attacks with this sword, which is really what I want to do. One of the reviewers wanted to know what the mastery was of this Twilight Sword. I haven't really looked ahead much in this game. Again, I don't know what the Watcher has to face, but I did read the back of this card, and I will share that with everyone here. Any survivor who attains the Twilight Sword mastery leaves the settlement forever in pursuit of a higher purpose. Remove them from the settlement population. You may place the Master Twilight Sword in another survivor's gear grid or archive it. So really, from my understanding, you don't want to have someone master this because they leave your settlement on to bigger and better things. So just to get him as proficient as I can, I want to try and keep him as safe as I can. So he's going out with a leather set. He's going to have 6 armor to keep him alive. I'll bring him out really in all the fights that I think I can survive with to try and get an extra weapon proficiency out of him. And he's my key to the Watcher fight. So I've got everything set up here. I've got the hump board over there. So let's swing around and get started. Again, I hope that I don't move the Phoenix back a step. I want to just fight it before the overwhelming darkness. Use my bone pickaxe, maybe gain 1 more iron. That would be very helpful. So welcome back, everybody. I'm glad to be here, and I'm looking forward to wrapping up these next few years. Oh, one more thing. As I was gone away, I was on vacation, I came back and I got all of my expansions for Kingdom Death. I'm very excited. So I was spending a lot of time going through those, going through the boxes. Really, I went through a lot of the cards here and I put them in my box. These are a bunch of new monsters to fight. Some new gear locations, a bunch of extra cards here, some new armor sets. So I'll talk more about what expansions I'm going to be doing in my next campaign. Hopefully I'll have a buddy of mine with me. Can't really throw in all the expansions together, but there are a few that I've pieced together that I think is going to be a pretty exciting campaign. So hopefully you guys are still into it and want to watch and see what those new expansions are like. Very excited, but first, let's stick to this one and let's defeat that Watcher. Okay, one thing I also want to point out for people who paid super close attention, I put a +1 evasion token on Mara Jade, who I think I completely... Did I completely skip over? Oh no, I explained that I'm bringing her out. I've gave her a +1 evasion token just ahead of time, because I am giving her the Phoenix Helm, and I was able to complete the correct affinities, which means if assane at the start of a showdown, you gain +1 evasion token. So I know it's not the showdown yet. I just put it here this way I don't forget going forward, but in case she loses her insanity, which she's at 12 right now, I think I'm pretty good. I'm trying to keep her alive because remember, she doesn't have any armor in the chest. So the evasion token and the Drydacanthus, along with bandages, that was really brought on to give the affinities. And then I have these 2 characters that I'm using, the Boba Fett. These are like the original characters here. Just because they're glued, I don't have to worry about them falling apart until I actually glue... Excuse me, kitty. Kitty jumped on the table. Kitty on the table. Excuse me. Okay, fine, you can sit there. Just Play along. Okay. Alright, so first is going to be Boba. Oh! Don't play. Alright. I'm going to move you. Come. Ah! Ah! Alright. Oh, you can't even see him on the camera. Excuse me. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Well, I apologize about that. So first things first is I'm gonna move to the gathering minerals with everybody. Now I also have an herb gathering one, but I didn't bring it out with me. I'm not really too sure just because of the items that I actually bring on the fight. So I think this is more important. So every survivor with a pickaxe rolls on the mineral gathering table. This is just Mara Jade. So I'm gonna roll on the table. 5. Gain 1 broken lantern basic resource. A sudden rock slide catches everyone off guard. All survivors take 2 event damage to a random hit location. Oh, okay. Good way to start. So Boba, legs, Mara, head. Who we got? Darth, waist, and dark foot. Okay, let me take care of that real quick. So legs go down to 4 for Boba. Luckily, Mara just gets hit in the head and not the chest. 2. Darth Maul, what was that, waist? Alright, at least I get to keep my pickaxe. You know, no one really truly got that hurt. I lost all my armor for Dark. We'll see if Dark can actually survive with this leather set. I'm keeping the leather set because Dark, my ranger, is really going to be my utility class, I think, when I fight the Watcher. Or really any of my characters. I can do that rawhide headband, along with using the cat eye circlet, so they're kind of the support class, which is why I'm keeping the leather set. I don't know if that's the best thing to do or what. I don't know if I'll have enough resources. You know, if I push to fight maybe a level 2 or level 3, I would get more resources to complete an armor set. But what if I pushed everything in that direction and I was missing one piece and I lost characters along the way? I don't know if it's worth it, so. Okay, so that was one scrap or whatever. Alright, so we're going to go here. This is going to be Boba Fett first. It's a random event. Let's get things started. A little rusty here, so 52. Still some random events I'm positive we haven't run into. It's one thing I thought that was weird. All the new expansions, they don't add any more real hunt events, like random hunt events, but I guess 100's enough, right? I don't know. Alright. Mad flies. Tiny persistent insects swarm the survivors, flying into their ears and nostrils. The bugs buzz maddeningly in their heads, growing louder as they near the quarry. At the start of the showdown, the mad flies reach a frenzied peak as the survivors prepare for battle. For the first 3 rounds of the showdown, the survivors gain +2 strength tokens and suffer 1 brain damage at the beginning of each round. On the 4th round, the gesturing eggs hatch, exploding from the survivors' mouths in a cloud. Wow, what? On the 4th round, the gesturing eggs hatch, exploding from the survivors' mouths in a cloud of buzzing chaos, knocking them down. Remove the strength tokens. Wow, okay. So the first 3 rounds, the survivors gain +2 strength tokens and suffer 1 brain damage at the beginning of each round. Okay, so I'm assuming I get +2 strength and I suffer 1 brain damage each round. I don't get 2 strength, 2 strength, 2 strength. That'd be pretty ridiculous. So the first 3 rounds I'm pretty strong, then I get knocked down. So I got these flies on me. I gotta remember that. I'm gonna use like some sort of token flies. It's kind of weird. Haven't seen that one. Okay, next is going to be Mara Jade. A Phoenix card. What do we have here? Glimpse. A massive shadow passes over the survivors. They turn their gaze up in time to catch a glimpse of the shape of a phoenix disappearing into the darkness. Okay, the event revealer rolls 1d10. 1. Time drags. All survivors gain +2 insanity. Roll 3 times on the hunt event table before moving forward. Oh, that stinks. Okay, so I gain +2 insanity. So let's do, Boba Fett goes to 13. Mara goes to 14. Okay, I got enough insanity here. Okay, Darth goes to 3, so everyone's insane right now. And Dark goes to 5. Okay, now I have to roll 3 times on the hunt event table. So I'm going to use Mara Jade for all 3 of these rolls. Okay. 46. River. The survivors come to the edge of a river. They must fan out and pick up the trail. Each survivor may consume from the river and roll on the table below. I think we've done the river before. Let's see. May consume the river and roll the table. Roll once more on the hunt event table before moving on the hunt board as you try to find your quarry. I don't really want to drink from the river. I don't know if I drank last time. I don't think I'm going to. I'm not gonna drink, but I have to roll on the hunt board one more time from the river. So I still have 3 more rolls. Okay, 81. Scattered lanterns. 4 lanterns lay discarded in the survivor's path. Each survivor may spend 1 survival to gain +1 understanding. If any survivor has +3 understanding, they suffer 1 brain event damage as they ponder who left the lanterns and why. Okay, well, let's take a look here. Alright, Dark is going to spend a survival because she gets her 3rd understanding. That's going to trigger something. Darth, yeah, I guess he'll spend a survival. He gets 1 understanding. Mare's not going to spend, and Boba's not going to spend. So I was really just trying to level up some of my lower guys. So anyone that has 3 more understanding, right, suffers 1 brain event damage. So that's Boba. He's like, oh, I wonder why there's these lanterns here. So is Mara. She's just ready to fight with 13 insanity. Dark is going to suffer 1 because now she's going to be at 3 understanding. So let's take care of that. That is going to be, what is that? Insight. Thought this was going to be a short hunt event, but I'm guessing not. Alright, insight during the hunt phase. Epithet. You dream before you, toiling silently. A strange creature with the imprint of a human face sculpts stone faces into the ground. You meet its concave gaze and wake. Gain the following abilities and roll on the table. So I get Explore. Whenever you investigate, when you roll on the Investigate table, add +2 to your roll result. Okay, that is Explore. Pretty cool. And let's see what she gets for this. 4, gain +3 survival and +3 insanity. Man, she could have gotten plus accuracy on that. That would have been cool. Plus accuracy or evasion. Accuracy on my ranger would have been great. But 3 survival, 1, 2, I'll gain that. And 3 insanity. Oh, well, got my survival back. So she's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 now. And 3 insanity. Okay. Not so bad. Alright, back to the random events. I have 2 left. That is a 4. These random events could be good or bad. Obviously, you guys have all seen that. So have I. Okay, famine. Oh boy. The journey stretches dizzying before the survivors. Stomachs grumble in the dark. The hunt begins to take its toll. The survivors grow weak and anemic. All survivors gain -1 speed tokens. Wah, wah. I just started this hunt. Well, I guess all these random events are affecting my, are starting to affect me. So, -1 speed. It's not going to affect Boba Fett because he still only has 1 attack. It's going to affect Mara. It's definitely going to affect Darth. And Dark, a little bit. A little bit. Okay. And I've got one more random event. 39. Let's get maybe one good one. Heavy mist. Probably not that good. A heavy mist envelops the survivors, obscuring the lanterns. Roll 1d10 if the result... Oh, roll 1d10. If the result is even, the survivors stumble in the right direction. Okay. Next hunt turn, move normally on the hunt board. Okay. Great. So we are set. Nothing happened there. Okay. Now we are at Darth Maul, who is, guess what? Random event. 93. Lost Survivor. Ooh. In a hollow between 2 identical rocks, you find a corpse with fabulous hair, clutching a book to its chest. If the settlement innovated pictographs, the event revealer may read from the book. I forget if I did pictographs. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, great. Pictographs. Cool, I know how to do art. That was one of the early ones. I thought it was like the photograph one. Oh, pictographs. Okay. The event revealer may read from the book. The book tells the tragic tale of 2 survivors whom found love they could never have. Okay. Yeah, let's read the book, right? All right, Darth. Darth is going to get his reading on. 2. Page 3, Dual Nature. The lovers' settlement is destroyed, and they are stolen away. The event revealer feels conflicted. After the showdown, they leave the settlement forever in search of something. Darth did not like this story, apparently. He did not like this story. Well, that was not a good story. Okay, Lost Survivor. So let me just record that. He's going to leave. Lost Survivor. Alright, so Darth, you're just going to go out with a bang this fight. Thanks a lot, buddy. And I don't think, since he leaves, I don't think he dies, so I don't get to eat his body. So, great. Alright, last one. Fateful Feather. The survivors pass a ruined settlement. At its center, an altar holds a luxurious feather. Its glow illuminates the ghostly image of frozen worshippers. Each survivor rolls 1d10. The lowest scoring survivor becomes a straggler. The straggler cannot resist grasping the feather. Alright, so let's see here. Make sure no one has any +2. Alright, Mara and Boba get +1 to their, because they're prepared. So Boba, great, 3. Mara, 9, technically. Darth Maul, 5. Oh, Jesus. Oh, good. There's a tie. Dark and Boba. What is in case of a tie? Roll off. Lowest scoring survivor, roll off in case of tie. Okay, good. I don't want Boba to be the straggler here. I'm a little nervous. So Boba's going to roll again. Okay, so that's technically a 2. Alright, Boba is the straggler. Let's see what happens to my Twilight Knight. The straggler instantly forgets the sum of their life. Set the survivor's weapon proficiency and hunt XP to 0. The survivor may gain the benefits of age again. Remove all disorders and fighting arts. Gain 1 tail feather phoenix resource. If any survivor has the hours ring, they may spend 2 survival to save the straggler and ignore this event. Oh, Kingdom Death. You got me so excited to actually have a Twilight Knight and he just suddenly forgot how to be one. Well, I guess that makes up for Boba gaining experience in my last round, possibly when he shouldn't. I think that's that. So, oh my god. Okay, weapon proficiency to 0. His hunt XP, which he was at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, goes back to nothing. Remove all disorders and fighting arts. Well, he's not indecisive anymore, but he loses extra sense and leader. He's still blind, so I have a blind Twilight Knight. He still has his sword. I guess he's like, where'd this thing come from? Ah, well, my key to fighting the Watcher isn't looking so pretty anymore, because to get him back up to getting back up to fighting good with the Twilight Sword, not good. But I do gain a tail feather. All of that for a tail feather. Where is this thing? Tail feathers. That's what I got out of this. Thank you, Boba. I have secretly hated you this entire game. Okay. Well, I guess I definitely am gonna have to craft a different weapon, because this sword isn't gonna be helpful. All right, then I get to the space with the Phoenix, and I start the fight. So I lost my Twilight Knight, basically. I've got bugs in my mouth, so it's going to give me extra strength, but then I'm going to fall down. I have -1 speed. Yeah, that's only 4 spaces. And I still get messed up. Let me set up for the actual showdown. Let me just grab the 2 terrain pieces. Iron would be very helpful. At least maybe I'll get something out of this. And debris and grass. Okay, let me set it up. All right, well, it is time to make the best of this quote-unquote easy showdown. I have Boba Fett, who forgot what he's doing. He's going to be my tank. He's going to take all the hits, because he can actually gain a bunch of age tokens. That would be fine with me. Gain that hunt experience again and get the benefits. That might be nice. But it's really weapon proficiency with him. So again, I think it's out of the question that I will be using him anymore after this fight. But who knows? We'll see. So the Phoenix does get first turn, unfortunately. So let's pull the first AI card here. He's sitting, of course, on top of the Nightmare Tree. It would be nice if I could actually search this, maybe gain some resources. Maybe I could cook with it. So that might be an option. All right, first one, Ancient Stare. Last threat to wound in range. Okay, so no one has wounded yet. No target disdain. Now, here's the thing. Last target to wound. So I believe this is just going to be anyone that I want. Again, this goes back onto the question of because they've all tied, do I get to actually choose? Or does it go right down to disdain? I'm assuming that I'm assuming that they just go right in. I can actually pick. Last start 2 wound in range. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. I'm going to pick, because it's anybody. So, of course, I'm going to pick Boba Fett. Alright? So, target gains 1 age token. Now, remember, they've got +2 strength because of these bugs. So, I have to remember that. So, Boba Fett gets an age token. Materialize and Intimidate. So, again, Materialize is you just basically teleport right next to the person. Move the monster and place it adjacent to the target. It must be placed so that base covers as many other survivors as possible. Can it actually? No, it can't. So it's just gonna go here. Alright, so that's fine. and Intimidate. So it's trying to intimidate Boba Fett, which is probably easy to do. Result on a 2 or more. 8. On a result of 2 or more, perform Spiral Age. Target suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down. So Spiral Age. Remove all Age tokens and gain 4 Hunt XP for each token. Okay, so basically this Phoenix makes Boba Fett gain 4 Hunt XP. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's nice. That's nice. Thank you. But I do get knocked down. Not so nice. Not so nice. Okay. I'm actually going to, I think, encourage and get this guy back up on his feet. Because I need him to be the one that gets attacked by the basic action. And when I go to the basic action, it's going to be closest threat in range. And that's going to be Darth Maul, which we don't want to happen. So let's have Dark. Dark is going to shout. Get my tokens here again. My encourage tokens. So what do we got? Dash. Okay. So we're going to have him encourage Boba Fett to stand back up. Please. You're here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to get attacked. So the Phoenix does basic action, closest threat. It's going to be Boba Fett here. Another Age token. Okay. No problem. Let's see. Speed 2, because there's no bonuses. This is just level 1 Phoenix. Accuracy 2 or more. I don't have any evasion. Oh yeah, I've got Monster Grease. Oh yeah, Boba Fett, you were actually once pretty good. Monster Grease and the upgraded Monster Grease. So these hit on 4s, 6s because you're in the grass. That's 1 hit. It's only 2 damage. To the head. Boba Fett, I'm just making you take this shot to the head. Trying to wake you back up. Okay. Then after this, survivors in the blast zone suffer knockback 7, bash, and bleed 1. So he's definitely getting bleed. And he's going to get knocked back a space, but he doesn't suffer. He doesn't get knocked down because he doesn't suffer from bash because of the leather set. So that is the Phoenix's turn. Okay, so let's. I really just need to wound now. Darth Maul, I don't really need to wound with you, although you're going to be the one that gives me all the crits. But you're leaving. You read a story. You want to leave. Mara Jade. I need Mara Jade and Dark to wound to get their weapon proficiency. Boba, I could care less if you actually could do anything. So let's start with Dark first. Of course, let's Cat Eye Circlet this thing. So I'm actually going to, just Cat Eye Circlet. So I'll spend an action. Okay, let's see here. The Glorious Hands. The wound. Turn the face of the attacker. Okay, nothing bad. Here's a... Ooh, the monster is knocked down. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. These are pretty nice ones. Alright, so Dark, use an action. Now Dark is actually going to surge and spin... Oh, wait. I don't even need to do that. Oh, yeah. I'm going to surge to shoot with my clawhead arrow. Oh, wait a second. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that yet. But I will... 1, 2, 3, 4. Could get behind and shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, one of the critical wounds was to knock the monster down. So Darth Maul could actually go in here and attack and knock the monster down. And then I could actually attack with Dark to hit him, right? It would be easier for me to hit if the monster got knocked down. So I'll wait. I'll wait with Dark. Dark's actually going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move. We're going to go here. And I'm probably going to surge with her in a little bit. So next is going to be Darth Maul. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's move here. Get behind. Now I have -1 speed with Darth. So I only get, let's see, these are four attacks because I've got the 2. So it's 5 speed minus 1, so 4 attacks. Okay. These hit on 7s. These hit on 6s because I'm behind the monster. Nice. 3 attacks, 3 hits. We already know what those 3 are. And let's take a look here. None of these are bad if I fail. Alright. Wound perform displacement. Board edge for the start of the attackers, any agent they may attempt to follow. Alright, so we're going to do this one first. So the feathered breast. Okay, now I've got the +2 strength right now because those bugs are coming out of my mouths. So I've got, let's see, 3 strength, 4, 5 because of the armor, 6 because of Darth Maul, 6, 7, 8 because of the, you know, the bugs. So I wound on 2s, and my crits, because I've got the death mask, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Wounds on 2s, crits on 5s. First one here, 8. That's a critical wound. The intense blow causes the monster's heart to skip a beat. The monster is knocked down. Exactly what I wanted to. So, let's say the monster's knocked down. Next is going to be the Glorious Hand. 6, that's a critical. You sever a slender phoenix finger. Gain 1 phoenix finger phoenix resource. You may spend 2 survival to heroically bellow. If you do, all non-death survivors gain +1 courage. Let's see, is it worth it? It would only be worth it for Dark, who would gain the courage. Let's get that phoenix finger first. Phoenix finger, great. That's an extra resource. I would spend 2 survival for Dark to gain 1 courage, and this courage would give her 3, whereas Dark is leaving. Mara Jade won't really help, and Boba's already at max because he's a blind fool. But Darth only has 4 survival. I don't know if it's worth it. All non-death survivors. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get that extra courage. I'm going to spend 2, and we give everyone a courage, and courage. So I will do Dark's courage roll right after this. So that was another wound. Okay. 3rd hit, the Glorious Crest. Oh, that's a critical right there. Gain 1 random Phoenix resource. That's another wound. Wow, Darth. I'm telling you, if you didn't read that book, I would like to keep you. So far, you are doing well. Rainbow Droppings. Okay, sweet. Oh, let's see. Phoenix Finger. When you gain this, the survivor of your choice gains 3 Insanity. So who is going to gain 3 Insanity? Let's, let's give it to Boba. Whatever. I don't really like him anymore. He got hit in the head before, so. Okay. So that was 3 wounds. And the monster is knocked down. So let me have Dark go. Dark is going to surge. Okay. She's going to shoot with the clawhead arrow. So I hit on 3s because the monster's knocked down. That's cocked. I got to re-roll. If I roll any dice and you know, it's not perfectly even, I'll re-roll it. Unless it's on a card. Cards, no re-roll. 5. Sweet, that's a hit. Because I hit with the clawhead arrow, the monster gets a -1 evasion token. Okay, let's get that hit location. The feathered neck, you strike the monster's thick neck. So let's see, the strength of this clawhead is 6, 7, 8 because of the bugs, 9, 10. Alright, I just need anything but a 1. A 2 is a wound. That's all I need. Okay, So that's a wound there. I don't get anything special. But that is Dark's wound for weapon proficiency. Oh, no, it's not. Because that was with the arrow, right? I still need to wound with the bow. Gotta remember that. That was my attack there. Okay. So now I'm going to have Mara Jade. She's going to come in and attack. Okay. I only get 2 swings with this sword, because I have that -1 speed. Again, 3's to hit. That's 1 hit on the 9. Okay, so this is the... If I wound, it's going to blow everyone away. So let's try and wound this thing. 1. That is definitely not a wound. So I don't have to worry about this feathered wing. I will surge with Mara Jade. Let me get another attack going here. Oh, you know what? When you're knocked down, I think you cancel all of reactions. Am I right? Well, it doesn't matter. I missed anyway. But I think so. The only way you stand up is if it's a trap. So that's 2 hits. Let's see. Just no trap would be nice. Okay, good. Soft lower gut. Oh, here's a first strike. So let me do this. Oh, wait. Again, I don't think this matters because I'm on the ground. Let me just double check. No, it's been, I don't know, like 2 weeks since I've actually done a fight. So I think knockdown actually cancels, cancel all reactions. This does not cancel critical wound effects. Okay. Cool. So I don't have to worry about any reactions, even if they were good for me, except for a critical. So, Glorious Primary Eyes. Let's attack here first. So I have... Let's see. I have 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 strength right now, base, and I roll 2d10s. So 6. Okay. Well, it's a wound no matter what. That's 1 wound. So Mara Jade has her weapon proficiency. The second attack is the soft lower gut, the underside of the pale and soft, -2 toughness. All right. Let's just see if I critical. I don't, but it's a wound. Okay. Well, this phoenix is definitely bleeding. Okay. So the phoenix would stand back up. Let's see. Do I even attempt to attack with Boba? Oh yeah, I hit on 3s, right? Because it's knocked down, so I guess it's worth it. Let's see. So with Boba, I'm going to have to spend 1 survival to dash. Move here. And then I'm going to spend my action and movement to attack, because of course the Twilight Sword is now cumbersome again. So 3 to hit. 4 is a hit. And it is the trap card. Time stop. The survivors are frozen in time. All survivors are doomed. The attacker is caught helpless. Perform basic action against the attacker. All attack rolls hit on 2+ regardless of any modifier. So the monster stands back up. Basic action, I gain an age token. Hits on 2s no matter what. Well, 1 is a miss. And 2 damage to the waist. Boba, again, just tanks it. 4 armor, and he gets pushed back. Doesn't fall down, but another bleed token. Alright. I will shuffle the hit location deck. And see, I could have Mara Jade right now still surge and attack, which actually I think I'm gonna... Oh no, it was Darth Maul could surge. Which I think I'm gonna do. This fight's, you know, really... Oh, yeah. I want them to get that, I want them to get this tree here. I think I'm gonna surge, because in 2 more rounds, they're all gonna fall down. Alright, that was round 1. So, I am gonna surge with Darth Maul. He only has 1 survival left to remember, but he's gonna die anyway, or leave me, so who cares? Surge here. He had 4 attacks, right? Of course, the monster's not knocked down anymore. So I hit on 6s from behind, 5s because of the -1 evasion. The arrow in his back. Okay, 3 hits. 3 more hits. 1, 2, 3. But I don't cancel the wound reactions. That's the only issue. Okay, here's the first strike. Let's do this right now. The monster stares at... the attacker may cancel their attack. Reflex. The monster stares into your future and kills all your children. Attacker suffers the destroyed genitals severe waist injury. So maybe that's he reads in the book, you know, on the hunt, that these 2 lovers, they got upset because they couldn't have kids because they fought a phoenix and their genitals got destroyed, and that's exactly what's going to happen to Darth Maul right now, and that's the reason why he's going to leave. So let me just double check. I could critical this and not get my genitals destroyed. Let's just see here. I do get knocked down if this happens. So I could cancel all 3 of these attacks. But you know what? I'm not going to. I'm going for it. I'm going to attack right here. I'm looking for, what, a 5? Okay, well, a 4 does not do it. So I get destroyed genitals. Okay, I fall down. Let me get that reaction again. Let's see. Since Darth was leaving me anyway, that's why I did this. Knockdown, gain +3 insanity, and a bleed. Okay. I risked it. I think it was worth it. Of course. Okay. So now it is the monster's turn. So this is round 2. Left wing strike. Last threat to wound in range. Who was, Thanks. Was it Mara or was it Dark? I think it was Dark. Right? Man, it would be great if I could rewind to remember this. Darth tried to wound. Boba Fett hit the trap. Mara Jade went in. Attacked. Then I think Dark shot. Or was it Dark first and then Mara Jade? Boom. Boom. Maybe it was Mara Jade, actually. I think Mara Jade went, then Dark went, then Mara Jade. Let's say Mara Jade. Okay. So, let's see. Lesser to wound in range. Target gains 1 age token. This is Mara Jade. Move and attack target. Speed 2, accuracy 2. I have that +1 evasion token, so these hit on 3s. Okay, those both hit. This is 2 hits each. The foot and the chest. Well, guess what? I'm dodging the chest. And my feet take a hit. Alright, then Razor Wing. Survivors in the blast zone suffer knockback 7, bash, and bleed 1. Which are everyone here, left wing. It's going to go like this. Bash, so they are going to get knocked down. And they both suffer bleed 1. This, Darth and Dark. Yeah, it's okay if Dark suffers it again. Okay, so that is left wing strike. Then we go back to the basic action, and then it's going to be, let's see, so before it picks its target, at the end of its attack, I think I'm going to have Mara Jade dash. It's a new round, so let me get these skills back. She's going to dash, okay? 1, 2, let's just go here, right? because now it's going to do its basic action. Closest threat in range is going to be Boba. Like this. Okay. So Boba's going to gain an age token. He's going to get attacked. Hits on 4s. They both hit. Both in the chest. That's 4 to the chests. He'll take both of them. That's fine. He goes down to 2 armor. He gets knocked back. A bleed, so he's at 3 bleed tokens. He doesn't fall down because of bash. We know the story. Okay. So now it's back to my turn. Okay. So just Darth stands up because he fell down before the monster's turn. Dark is still down. She does not stand up. But I will just have Boba Fett encourage to stand her up. Okay. I have, let's see, monster has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds left. Possibly could kill it this turn. I'm going to have Dark. If Dark can just do a wound with a bow, I'll be in good shape. So let's have Dark go first. Of course, the bow only has 1 attack because I have -1 speed. Boy. It's going to be hitting on 6s. So let's try it. Let's do the whole, I'm going to spend a survival to dash and spend my attack. This is a way to get the 2 attacks after with a cumbersome weapon, right? So I hit on 6s. Nope, 4 does not do it. So now I have to spend a surge, a survival to surge, and spend my movement hitting on 6s. That's a cock. Oh, nope. 2 misses. Wow, that -1 speed, no good. Let's send Darth in. Let's at least get some critical wounds. So 1, 2, 3. 4 attacks. 3 hits. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see. The neck. Let's do this first. So the feathered neck. 5 is a critical. Let me just double check, right? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yep. Critical on a 5. The blow damages the cervical vertebrae, crippling the Phoenix defenses. Gain 1 random Phoenix resource. Phoenix gains -1 toughness. Which toughness is really not an issue against this Phoenix. But hey, here's some more. Nice. Phoenix Finger. I think this is where I gain +3 Insanity. Guess what, Boba? You can gain it. You're at 18 Insanity. You are a big jerk. Okay. The Glorious Armpit. 8. That's another critical wound. You damage the monster's liver. Wow. I love this death mask, by the way. This is the way to go. Destroying a unique filtration system. Replace the following abilities. Alright, so if it does displacement, the attacker is covered in rainbow goo and gains 1 insanity. If it ever materializes, the Phoenix gets knocked down. That stays in play. And then the Glorious Crest. 4. Okay, it's not a critical, which would have been great. It's just a wound. Oh, and this is displacement, which I stop. So the attacker gains +1 Insanity. Darth goes up to 7 Insanity. Okay, this thing has 4 wounds left. I'm gonna surge again with Darth. Two hits. Hits on 7s. I'm behind 6s. Yep, 2 hits. I'm really just trying to get the criticals with the best person here. Alright, Impervious. Again, this means that you can't wound it, but you can critical. So let's do that, because I could gain some awesome stuff. I don't. Wow, I would have gained 2. I would have gained feathers and small feathers. The one time I definitely need to crit. And then the feathered body. Wow. I actually don't know if I wounded. Because it has plus 2 toughness. So -1, so it's at 11. So 11. Let's see, I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I don't even wound this thing. Wow. That was a shocker. Well, let's have Boba. Boba's going to go in. And I'm going to do that double attack thing with the Twilight Sword. So let's spend a survival to dash and attack. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I'm a blind person that doesn't know how to use the sword. So I hit... I hit on a 10. I don't even know why I'm doing this. 8. That's a miss. I really should have actually sent him over to this, what I said. I spent him to dash? Did I say dash? Probably. I can't believe I can't remember what I said a few seconds ago. Alright, well, if I spent him to dash, now I'm actually... Yeah, I'm actually going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because you can actually bleed to death, and we don't really want that to happen. Just gonna move over here. Okay. Let's see. Mara Jade is gonna come up and attack. So 2 attacks, 2 hits. We attack in the Glorious Handed Feet and the Glorious Eye. So let's do the eye first. 5. Okay, so it's not a critical. It's definitely a wound, though. Okay, don't have to worry about rewind. So that's 1 wound. And then the Glorious Handed Feet. Ooh, that's a miss. Oh, it's not a... It's not a miss. Alright, because this is my toughness. So I rolled 1 for my toughness. And a 6, so that's... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's a wound. But it's a reflex. The monster glares, pierces the survivor's puny mind, causing explosions of pain. Turn to face the attacker. Okay, well, this is still a wound, so I have to shuffle this up. Okay. Turn to the roll. If the result is higher than the attacker's hunt XP, they suffer 1 brain damage for each age token they have. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, Mara Jade's fine. Okay, the Phoenix is down to 1 wound. So I can either surge again with Mara Jade. Surging up Mara Jade and maybe kill this thing. Let me double check those bugs. Because if those bugs make me fall down, I don't really want to fall down. It's the beginning of the 3rd one. I think it was like 54, right? 52. Oh, on the 4th round, the eggs hatch. So I have 1 more round before I actually fall down. So I'm not going to surge at Mara Jade. I'll get 1 more round in with Dark to maybe gain weapon proficiency and do this the trees. So that's fine with me. So it is now the Phoenix's turn. He has 1 AI card. I probably should look to see what it was. Left wing strike. Last threat to wound. Mara Jade, which is good. I gain 1 age token. 2 attacks. They both hit. Both in the hands, so that's 4 damage to the hands. I'll dodge 1 of them, actually. No, I'll take them both. So I have no armor left in my hands. And then it Razor Wing survivors in the blast zone. Again, it's this way. They all get knocked back. They fall down. They both get a bleed, but they're safe. So that was Darth and Dark. I'm going to have to encourage them to stand up, I'm assuming. And then it does its basic action. Closest threat. Again, poor Mara Jade's going to get attacked here. 1 age token. Okay, 2 attacks. Hits on 3s, actually, and it does. Just see where it gets hit. Of course. Both in the hand. So I have to dodge one of them. She takes a heavy hit in the arm, so she falls down, but then she gets knocked back, right? Knocked back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna fall down anyway, which is fine, and takes a bleed. Alright, so it's Boba's turn. 3 of my guys are down. They don't stand up this round. So I'm gonna have to start things off right with Boba. This is round 3. Last round before these flies come out of my mouth. So let's have Boba encourage. See if I can do this right. It's gonna encourage Mara Jade to stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way back here. Okay. Then I'm just going to do a line of stuff. Mara Jade's going to encourage... no, we're not going to do that yet. Let's do Boba Fett's turn. Boba Fett's going to come and take a look. I've given up. Do I... Boba, you jerk. As much as I want to have a Twilight Knight, I'm hitting on such a low number. I would be hitting on 9s because I'm behind this thing. Oh, really? 8s because of that arrow. Alright, I'm going to give him another shot. Boba's going to... Let's see if I can give him 2 attacks. If I do this right. Spend my... Alright, I'm going to... I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to spend a survival to surge. And spend my movement to attack. I need an 8. 7. No. I'm going to spend my survival to dash. And attack. Looking for an 8. Nope. Okay, Boba. That's it for you. 100% no Twilight Knight for me. Okay, so I've got Dark on the ground, so Mara Jade now is going to encourage Dark to stand up. Dark is going to do her... Yeah, I'm going to try to attack with this thing. So again, I'm going to spend my 1 survival to, let's say, dash and attack normally. Oh, she keeps having this... That's so silly of me, that 50% to get it back. I'm going to try and do that. I don't, even though I missed the opportunity to try and get the rest of them back. So, alright, my 1 attack to hit. Yes, I hit with the bow. In the glorious head. Alright, I just got to wound this thing. 3 is definitely a wound. Strength 3 on the weapon. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because of the bugs. 9, 10 because of dark. Minus toughness. Cool. So that is 1 wound. It is down to its last wound. I will spend a survival to surge because I want to search this tree. Okay. Let's see if I can get it back. I do. I'm going to, before I search, oh, I gotta search the tree, I think, first. Nightmare tree, searching. 10. Find decorative scrap, gain 1 broken lantern basic resource. Alright. Some extra resources that I will get. Cool, cool. Let me get that. Alright. Now I'm actually going to spend another survival to encourage Darth Maul to stand up. Spending all my survival this round. See if I get this back. I do not. Okay, so now Darth Maul stands up. And Darth Maul is 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to move forward. I like to do 1 wound to this thing. 3 hits. Actually, 2 hits. Okay, let's see what has the best critical wound. Nothing really. Okay, let's just kill this thing. Nothing gives me an extra resource, so the glorious soft belly for the last wound. I don't do it. And then the soft lower gut. That's a critical. The phoenix belly opens, spilling a thick, foul-smelling ooze. All adjacent survivors begin to vomit and are knocked down. Doesn't matter because that is the last wound on the phoenix. This dies. I guess I could have searched more here. Whatever. They were all going to fall down. A lot of them had bleeding tokens. I don't want to die on a level 1 phoenix, so I got some good stuff from it too. Some extra resources. So let's, I got 4 more. See? So these little poopy things, hollow wing bones, droppings, and small hands. And then 4 other basic resources. Hide. Anything. Bone. And bone. Alright, let's see if this... Let's see how many I got from this fight. Is that it? Is that it? Where's my broken lantern? There we go. And I got another scrap. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 resources. I think at one fight against that antelope I got 17. I think that was my highest. So 14 resources. Still a good amount. I would say this was a good fight. Mara Jade got her experience. Dark's going to get her experience. Boba Fett, just unfortunately, out the window. So, good showdown. Let me go back to the settlement, see what I can build. Hopefully I can make that extra shield. And move forward. Damn you, Phoenix, making me forget Boba's thinking. Okay, we are back at the settlement after victory over the Phoenix. So the first thing is returning survivors. I have all 4 survivors returning, so I'm going to have 4 endeavors. Unfortunately, as soon as Darth Maul gets back to the settlement, he gets upset over that story that he read, so he just walks off. I unfortunately don't get to eat his body, so I don't get that random basic resource, but he walks out. But I still get the 4 endeavors, which is good. Okay, everyone else is going to get their point of leveling up, so Dark gets her point now of experience, and gets her 3rd weapon proficiency with the bow. So let me show you what that unlocks. So the bow weapon proficiency is, when attacking with a bow, you may reroll any misses once. Okay, helpful. Next is going to be Mara Jade, who levels up and unlocks Enhance Senses. So we're going to roll off of that on the age table. Experience sharpens your instincts. That is a 13. Gain 1 random fighting art. Okay. So we're going to get a random fighting art. Mara Jade already has Rhythm Chaser. So now she's going to get Ambidextrous. All melee weapons in your gear grid gain paired. Ambidextrous cannot be used if there are any shields, two-handed, or heavy gear in gear grid. It's actually pretty cool because she just became proficient with swords. So swords is when attacking with a sword after drawing hit locations, make a wound attempt, and then select the hit location to receive the result. Pretty awesome. So honestly, if I can get her 2 of those lantern swords, she could be in business. Although they all miss if I roll a 1, so that wouldn't be helpful, but it's actually pretty cool. Okay, ambidextrous for her. Alright, next is going to be, our buddy Boba Fett. Gets his hunt experience, and because he aged, he's actually going to get the very first level up of age. Again, he's allowed to do this. So this is, what is that, 13? Random fighting art. So let's mix everything back up in here. Ambidextrous is back in the deck. And Boba is now last man standing. While you are the only survivor on the showdown board, you may not gain bleeding tokens or be knocked down. Well, Boba, I just don't think I'm ever going to really be using you again. You have let me down. Okay, so that is all of the level ups. Next, we have to do the random settlement event. Okay. Let's roll off 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see what we get here. Really? Skull Eater again? Okay. Randomly choose a returning survivor and give them +3 insanity. Okay, well, now this is weird. Boba, I mean, Darth Maul is a returning survivor, but I'm assuming he left before this happened. I guess that would only make sense. So, we're gonna roll off. 1, 2, 3 is Boba Fett. 4, 5, 6 is going to be Mara. 7, 8, 9 is Dark. 7, 8, 9, Dark. Okay, Dark. You are now Skull Eater. You gain +3 insanity. If the survivor consumes the skull of a deceased survivor, they awaken a hunger that cannot be stopped and roll on the table below. They gain the following impairment. Marrow Hunger. When the Murder Skull Eater events are drawn, the survivor is nominated. Great. So either this person is going to be killed or murdered. Amazing. Now I roll on the table. 8. The other survivors redirect the Skull Eater's hunger. They may spend 2 endeavors to replace Marrow Hunger impairment with binge eating disorder. If they don't, add the Murder Settlement event to the timeline next year. Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm spending my 2 endeavors to do this, because I do not want murder to come up next year. So let's do that. Spend 2 endeavors. So Dark just gains the binge eating disorder. So let me actually get that out. I think it has something to do with if you have a consumable in your gear grid, you have to eat it. Let's see. I am not getting murder again. I think I've drawn Skull Eater 3 times. Binge eating. Eating is the only thing that helps you escape your miserable life. You cannot depart unless you have consumable in your gear grid. You must consume if the choice Alright. Oops, sorry. There we go. Alright, so Dark now has binge eating, and I have 2 endeavors left. Update the death count. Let me just mark off that Darth left us. Let's see, Darth Maul, he left. I'm gonna do the death mark for Darth, but I don't get the, like I said, I don't get the basic resource. Okay, update the timeline. So again, this is year 19. There's no events this year, but I will have to face a Nemesis encounter next year. So I believe I'm going to be fighting a level 2 hand, because I think I'm going to be able to survive better against the hand. And the reason being is the one piece of gear that I've actually crafted this year. That is the beacon shield. I've got enough to actually do this. So I don't really mind too much of the stats on the left-hand side because I'm not attacking with it. The good thing is, add 2 to all hit locations. Now, with my mastery, I actually get to add 3 to all hit locations. So this is going to be awesome. Rather than getting a whole new gear set, like that lantern gear set, just having this bad boy. 3 armor in addition, awesome. And it's block 2. So if I spend an action, I can ignore the next 2 hits. So I'm going to be doing this a lot against the hand. I think it's perfect timing. Something else that I noticed, some items just say block 2 on there, or block 1. And if it didn't have this, I thought, oh, maybe it's like an automatic. It's not. Anytime it says block, you actually have to spend your action to activate block. So I'm spending all of these resources that I picked up from the Phoenix fight. Okay. And then I had 3 left over, well, 3 in my storage. These are the 3 that I pulled. Monster Bone, an Iron, and a Black Skull, which counts as an Iron. So there goes all my Iron. The resources that I'm going to be sending to my storage are right here. Okay. Rainbow droppings is going to be pretty important, as well as these 2 broken lanterns. So I'm going to have a total of, I think it's between 6 pieces of scrap. So I could possibly craft 2 irons out of that, and I was going to do scrap smelting to really start churning out that iron, but because I had spent 2 endeavors due to the Mara Hunger, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. One of my endeavors is going to be turning all this hide that I have here into leather, because in order to do this I actually had to spend the leather. So that's my 3rd endeavor. And my 4th is I'm going to attempt to do the drums, because the drums allow you, if you roll a 9 or more, I can get rid of a disorder from any survivor. My goal is to get that disorder off of Mara Jade, so I can put a chest piece on her, because I think she's going to be helpful in my final fight, now that she is proficient with swords. And the last thing I want to point out is the next item that I'm going to try and build. I believe it's going to be the Blood Sheath and the Rainbow Katana. I needed those rainbow droplings for this. It's a pretty sweet sword. I think it hits on 4s, 4 attacks, 4 strength. It is frail, but if you pair it with the sheath, it loses frail and it gains sharp. So I think that's going to be like my end goal sword to try and get her, end goal katana. But let's spend our last endeavor to do drums. Looking for a 9 or a 10. 6 is not it. Let's see what happens. Gain 1 survival. Well, it was going to be Mara Jade that does it, so I'm just going to put Mara Jade as the one who gained the survival. And maybe next year she can get better. I've got a few years left to get her cured, which is helpful. I did not innovate this year. I wasn't really able to with the resources that I had in order to actually build this shield, and I want this shield for the next fight, obviously. And I was kind of out of endeavors anyway. So this was year 19. Next year I'll be fighting a level 2 hand. Again, I don't think I'll be able to fight against him, but I'm just going to be freaking tanking the entire time. Get my endeavors, maybe do drums again, maybe do my scrap smelting. So thanks again for watching. This is a level 1 Phoenix. This is Lord Epion, Hit Points Gaming. See you next year, guys.